Have you ever experienced pain during sex and you didn't know what to do about it? Did it worry you? Did it make you feel all alone? Well, listen, that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. Hi, I'm Mary Whitman Ortiz, Christian relationship coach and sex educator. And on this channel, we talk about overcoming sex and intimacy struggles, and I provide you with communication and connection tips. So if you're new here, please consider subscribing and click that notification bell. So when people are in pain, whether it's physical or emotional, we have a tendency to not make the best decisions. And that can happen even more when a situation is unknown and you've got the fear factor. That is definitely the case for what happens with pain during sex. And this fear factor might cause you to make mistakes. I am going to highlight for you 5 mistakes that women make because of pain during sex and what you can do about it all. So here we go. Have you gotten stuck in one of these mistakes? Here is mistake number 1. Ignore the pain. Ooh, if I don't think about it, it just goes away, right? Well, not so much. The Journal of Sexual Medicine states approximately 15% of women have chronic dyspareunia that is poorly understood, infrequently cured, and often problematic and distressing. You know, that distressing part really gets my attention because if pain during sex is something that you're thinking about, not just during sex, but in your other life outside the bedroom, then it has begun to have a really big impact on you. And dyspareunia is the term used for painful sex. It actually can be used for men or women. Their sex your pain would be different. And today I am going to focus on the sexual pain that women experience. Mistake number 2 is to think the pain is normal. Actually, 40% of women don't seek medical attention for the pain they experience. Why do they think it's normal? Were these messages that they had growing up because of their culture, just endure it. It's about what your spouse wants, what you don't want. Maybe their entire sexual life has included pain during sex, not just a first time experience. And they think, oh, well, all sex is painful. And maybe they have not had the habit of sharing their needs with others. So, I got pain during sex. There's other things I don't talk about. And they just kind of lump them all together. Of course, that is working against you for sure. Listen, I hope this is answering some questions for you so far. And if you're getting value, will you give me a thumbs up, please? I have mistake number 3 now. Keep it hidden from your spouse. Now, when do secrets in marriage ever work, right? Definitely not. And if your husband is being kept on the outside, then he could be thinking so many things and it could be causing an escalation in your relational health. Like, oh no, we have an entirely additional problem that we're dealing with here. We just don't want to build distrust. That is going to work against your healing. That is going to work against your future strength in your marriage. And it subtly sends the message that your spouse isn't even worthy of knowing those deep personal details about your life. And that's just not true. So when you keep pain from your spouse, they might feel rejected. And if you're both struggling, then it makes facing something difficult together quite a problem. Mistake number 4, women are too embarrassed to seek help. Now, I know talking about sex is awkward, can be awkward. It's typically taboo. There's a lot of shame, gosh, from your past experiences, just from messages that you've heard. If you're a Christian and you've grown up in the church, then you've had a very different understanding about sex, and you may have a huge pushback as to what the world, the culture is communicating about sex. And even non-Christians have taboo about sex. So you may be letting your fears just run away with you. I mean, some women, when they have pain, they're just like, what's wrong with me? Is this problem too big? Am I stuck with this for the rest of my life? And some women just give up and say, I don't even know if I'm going to bother dealing with this. So that really interferes and leads to the worst mistake of all. So mistake number 5 is they don't realize that the sexual pain will get worse left untreated. So how does it get worse? Well, you're going to traumatize your pelvic floor. I mean, if there's an actual physical condition and you continue to engage in sexual intercourse, you are re-injuring that very, very delicate area. So totally a problem there. And the Journal of Sexual Medicine says that chronic dyspareunia is an urgent health issue. I need to say that again. It is an urgent health issue, even if you've been putting it on the back burner, just ignoring it. So when you continue having sex, you could be injuring other organs as well. And we don't want to go there, not at all. So just going to challenge you to answer in the comments. Have you made any of these mistakes in your sex life? And also, do you need more understanding about intimacy? Download my free app called Limitless Intimacy. I say it's marriage tips at your fingertips. It's updated every week. There's new videos. There's conversation starters for couples. There's ebooks. Wow, it is packed full. Everything you need to know about healthy intimacy. Thanks so much for joining me today. And remember, God's design for sexual wholeness in marriage is fulfilling and thrilling intimacy.